What is up, super fam and bro vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be doing our watch party and review for It Welcome to Derry episode 6. I have been having such a wonderful time with this series, if I do say so myself. I think with every single episode, it continues to get better and better and better. I had to play a little catch up earlier today and watch episodes 4 and 5 because I was a little behind, but we back now. We back now. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Indeed, I do. Let me know how everything was going for y'all, especially this weekend as well. It almost doesn't even feel like Sunday. That's how I feel. It don't feel like Sunday today. Um, but we're already about to be in December, y'all. It is 11:30 today, and it's also the last day of our Gaming Together for Kids fundraiser. So if you guys have not already, make sure you jump in. Make sure you donate what you can to the fundraiser, yo. All proceeds are going to a good cause, and I definitely appreciate all the love and all the support that you guys have given throughout the duration of our fundraiser that we have had and what we have ran here, yo. It's been freaking awesome. So outside of that, we're getting into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. We got about 5 minutes until the new episode of It Welcome to Derry is going to be live on HBO Max, yo. And I am so ready for it. It's not even funny how ready I am for this new episode, yo. Episode 6. No idea what's gonna be happening. No idea what we're in for. But I am so pumped, yo. We got a poll out right now. How did you guys feel about episode 5? How did it hit for you? Was it one of the best of the season? Was it creepy and intense? Was there more build up than payoff, or did it just not land for you? Let me know how you guys are feeling about that one in the comment section down below. For me personally, I had a wonderful time with It Welcome to Deary episode 5. I think it was legit one of the best episodes of the season for sure. I think it did a perfect job of giving us all that payoff from everything that we kind of were building up to until that point with episodes 1 through 4. And then when we got episode 5, it was just smooth sailing over the horizon, for a lack of better words. When it comes to being creepy, when it comes to being like just everything that it needed to be, it was that. And that had me hyped and that had me pumped. And it has me really ready for whatever we're going to be getting into with episode 6 today. We are just chugging right along in this amazing show. I can't believe it's kind of like almost over, right? We only have we have what is it? 4 more episodes, including the one that we're going to be getting today. So I have no clue what else we're in for, but boy am I ready. Boy, am I ready. I am so excited. Make sure you guys drop a 1 in the chat if you are pumped for episode 6 of It Welcome to Derry. Don't forget to drop your final thoughts, theories, and questions, your opinions on what may be going on in this episode today. If you guys are new around these parts, what's going on here? If you guys are new around these parts and you're not really sure how we do our watch parties, don't you fret, because I'm going to let you know right now. Let's close this out. Let's quit that. Bam. Okay, the way we do our watch parties around here is we are not able to show you the entirety of the episode from start to finish because the algorithm gods will come through and hit us with a copyright and a ban hammer, and they'll stop the stream right here, right now. No hesitation. But what I will be able to do, ladies and gents and ladies, what I will be able to do is show you the screen periodically every once in a while, give you a little bit of it'll be something like that. You know what I mean? It'll give you just to give you a little bit of understanding of what's going on, and then we'll also have subtitles here at the bottom, and that should give everybody a clear understanding of what we got cracking off for this episode. So I'm excited. I am excited. So like I said, it'll be a little brief overview. Where is it at? What's going on? My stuff is kind of tripping. It's kind of tweaking. For why? No reason. Um, Let's try to put this back on that one. Okay. Huh. I am not sure. Oh, there it is. I think it. There we go. So it'll be there for a small period of time, to give you guys a little brief view, and then it will disappear. And I'll do that. I'll do that throughout the episode with whatever is going on. And yeah, episodes 1 through 5, episodes 1 through 4 really were great. I think episodes 1 through 4 did a tremendous job of setting up everything that it needed to. I've been saying this for a while now, but I do feel like these companies, these productions, these writers, everyone, I think everyone is getting a really good understanding of how to do this 8 episode act structure now. I feel like it was something that not a lot of people knew how to do at first, but now people are getting it. They're getting it down a lot more. But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into the newest episode of It. Welcome to Derry. It is now available on HBO Max. Maddox said Lily may die in the end. I would not be surprised about that. It seems like she is the one that's getting set up to be the final course. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. I definitely agree with you there. But with all that being said, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the 6th episode of It. Welcome to Derry. This episode is titled In the Name of the Father. I already know they're going to be on straight demon time with a title like that. On 3, we will press play and enjoy this episode together. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Kind of did that early. Sorry about that, but it should still balance out. Let's go ahead and skip that. Let's get right into it, y'all. Ooh. Yeah.
Pillars.
I love this show.
In that case, let me prepare Daniel.
Sabite.
Jati Jitu.
Daddy? Where have you been?
The sewers, below Derry. That's where it lives.
Yo, the fact that Maddie pulled up on that just straight finesse was hilarious, yo. I loved the way that he finessed him out.
Whatever
That
form
was
this
just
enemy takes, it will use
amazing.
your own personal fears against you.
We're getting close.
A beautiful imagery as well in that last episode.
I see him too.
You're right, it's real!
Oh. Yeah, I was also like, yo, what is even happening right now? Amazing. Let's get into it. Oh, flashback. Flashback chat. It's in black and white. 1935. Oh my goodness. What is even happening already? Mabel. Yo, Fettuccina, what's up, girl? Welcome in. Oh Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, yo, the balloon's still being red when everything else is black and white. Beautiful. Yo, what's up in the grave? How you doing? Maytech said she's cooked. Yeah, facts. Oh shit. Oh my goody goodness. Can we run now? Do we run? Yeah, we run now, right? Yeah, we run now. Okay. Yo, all right. This is we got the title card now, chat. All right, we are just into episode 6 of it. Welcome to Derry. This is a banger already. I'm having a good time. Yo, what's up with the fettuccine? Yeah, it is normal to not be able to hear anything because of course the copyright gods will come through and they will ban the streams if we just let things play out. So we gotta take the correct precautions, and those precautions are no audio, but we will have subtitles up here down low that everybody can follow along with, and then I will show you the episode every once in a while right here. Just finish up some homework. Ooh. A smile is something special. A ribbon is something rare. Yeah. Hey, I think this is an awesome start. You know what I mean? Like the start of the way that the haunting music comes in as well, I think it works perfectly. I'm really hoping that we get to see some of these key moments in future episodes. Um, Also, guys, we're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. If you guys want to tune in, we're live on Twitch on my channel at Sensei Finito, and then we're live on YouTube on the channel at Marvel Bros. So appreciate you tuning in wherever you are. If you're tuning in with us on YouTube, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. We're straight into this episode. Let's go. Oh shit. Hey, valid crash out from Pops. Smack! Yeah, I knew that was coming. Smack the shit out that boy, too. Damn. Oh, damn. Smacked him so hard he hit the floor. Damn. That was crazy. Oh, shit. Hey, we are already at a very high bar for this show. Let's get a 1 in the chat. We've already got the title sequence. 1 in the chat if you guys are rocking along. 2 in the chat if you're not feeling it just yet. 3 in the chat if you're just happy to be here. Let me know how you guys are feeling, okay? Because I'm rocking with this right now. I think we are after a really good start. This show rocks, bro. All right, chat. New poll coming into the chat right now. New poll coming right now. Let's get this going. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. They're just walking around with guns, drunk. Yo. Okay. That's terrifying. Huh. Damn. God damn. Hey, Alphonse, you know what can help you out? Maybe if you go watch the show. My guy, you think I could just show you everything? I can't. I can't. I've said that like 1,000 times. I can't show everything, my guy. There's this thing called copyright. You may have heard of it before. Oh, is this bruh? Is this bruh that escaped the thing? Yo. Uh, what? Yeah. I mean, you just want your daddy back, girl. It's not your fault. I feel it. I feel it. Not to mention they was all high as shit, so they going through immediate withdrawals. Oh shit, young love. Thank you so much. Yo, Moms was not playing. Yo, Moms was not playing. Yeah. Drop the middle name on blood and everything. That's just diabolical. Oh! Oh, bruh. Hell to the nah. Facts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a terrible idea. Bruh said thank you. Ain't no thank you. I don't know shit about this. Damn. That's terrible. Yo, I like Ricardo, even though he be tripping. What the hell is a Weebelo? Aw. He liked her. He's always liked her, so I'm happy that they get their little moment here. I hope nothing bad happens here. Damn. Oh, not Pennywise messing with the kids and taking their. Mm. Hey, no problem, Grape. Oh. 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 We're currently 23 minutes into the episode. Damn. Damn. You reckon that we'll see Pennywise in the flashback? I hope so. We kind of started the episode with a Pennywise flashback a little bit, to be honest with you. Good question. Damn. That's crazy. Because they will drag your ass. Bro, he gonna be pissed when he find out. Bro, I love their relationship. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. Hey, Charlotte ain't been playing zero games since she been introduced. Like, Charlotte ain't been playing around at all. Damn. Hey, Pennywise is on. Pennywise is on straight demon time, bro. That's true. Bro just gave her a historical artifact. Don't do it. Ricky Ricardo is good. Not everyone looking at her. Made her choke on her gum. I would be so nervous having this little white girl in this place. I'd be like, hey, who the white girl it is? We all get murdered by this little white guy here. Damn, and she all by herself. The dude watering his grass was staring at her. What's the deal with homegirl in this house? Is she real? You know what I'm saying? Oh. There he goes. Okay, if you guys don't know, the old lady in the It movie, I think It Chapter 2, the old lady that lives in the house that like ends up turning to a scary monster and has been dead the whole time, she actually is this lady that has been Lily's friend the whole time. Mrs. Kersh. And then the butcher that the black lady was talking to, he is her husband, Mr. Kersh. So this is a lot of crazy shit that they got going on here, lore-wise. Like, they're really building out this universe in a major way. And with each season, you know, continuously going into the past, who knows what we can really have, like, built up here by the end. Oh. And then, I'm pretty sure that Kersh, Mrs. Kersh, is also the daughter of the clown dude that Pennywise basically took over the body of. Well, not took over the body of, but you know what I'm saying. And now it starts to get creepy. There he is. I think this is just confirming everything that I was just talking about right now. That is such a good question. So is Mrs. Kersh actually? Ah, bruh, I'm so nervous about her being just like what Maddie is. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, we're about to get hella lore right now. Oh shit! Are you telling me there's actually been there's really been two clowns this whole time? Ooh. Oh shit! I did not expect this. So she's doing all of this to try to get back with her daddy. Well, that sounded wild. But... There's really been two clowns this whole time. Whoa, I honestly never expected that. I thought, like, from the jump that it was just Pennywise showing himself in different forms, but... Oh. Yo, well, she was the nurse? So she's just been trying to get back to her dad the whole time. And has Loki been helping him over the years, sacrificing children? That's just my... Uh-huh. I think the theory is correct. Clowns live at the circus. Yo, what's up with the good Bill? I don't even know you was in here, G. So Pennywise formed himself after her dad. Yeah. He's so creepy. Oh my god. The sounds of him eating is just diabolical. Yo, please. Bro's a menace, bro. Holy shit. He's a menace. Cold blood. Exactly, G. Oh my god. Oh, this bitch is crazy. Huh? Okay, so she is crazy. Oh, she's been finessed. She's been compulsed. Damn. I guess we should have been so concerned about. Damn. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lily. You are. Lily's getting put through it, yo. Did we know how. What? Did we know how he becomes the clown? Nah. But season 2 is no doubt going to be about that, you guys. Because each season is going to be like 27 years in the past from this, you know what I mean? So the next season is going to be 27 years before this, which means that season 2 will be about the dad and her when she was a little girl and all of that. Yeah, yes, Toby. Bob Gray was a real person. And he was a clown and his daughter da 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 da. Da. You have to remember the stuff that we already learned from the indigenous peoples of this story. We already know that the Deadlights are actually Pennywise and he came to Earth millions of years ago, trapped in the star that was actually where he was confined, released upon the universe. And then the tribes, they put up the 13 things around what would now be called Derry and trapped Pennywise there. As the years continued on, the Derry became Derry, and then Bob Gray lived in Derry, was a clown. Pennywise saw that he had basically a good connection with kids and was easily trusted by the kids. Pennywise took on that form as his favorite form and then was that from then on. You know what I mean? Yes, and his daughter was kind of, if you guys remember how in It Chapter 2, the dude escapes the, like, Pennywise basically in It Chapter 2, Pennywise basically recruits the kid from It Chapter 1 to do his bidding for him. That's kind of the same thing that you can imagine for Mrs. Kersh, is the same type of thing that happened with her. You know what I mean? It's very similar in that type of way. Oh shit, Mrs. Kersh is the reason. Great breakdown. I needed that. Yo, I got you, G Jones. I got you. Oh shit, this is getting crazy here. This is gonna be insane. Who was that little girl that was running from Pennywise? The little girl, so Mrs. Kersh, back in the day when she was younger, was a nurse that worked at that place. The little girl, she worked at that place. One of the kids saw Pennywise, and then she continued to work as a nurse there, close to children that would see Pennywise as a way to try to get closer to her father. So Pennywise finessed her into thinking that he really was her daddy, and then so on and so forth. But of course, I'm using only information I know from shows, from the show and from the movies. I have not read any of the books, so I can't fill any gaps in for you guys. Sorry. This is crazy, chat. I am so into this right now. Like, I'm locked in. I missed it. What happened? What happened? I missed it. This is the first. There's actually a It show from like the '60s or something, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's not. It's not Welcome to Derry, obviously, but it's something very similar to that. There's a because there's the old movie, and then I do believe there's also a show for it, if I'm not mistaken. Pennywise looks different than the other two movies. I mean, you have to think about Pennywise. By the time we get to It Chapter 2, if I'm not mistaken, Pennywise is like weaker, low key. I don't think he's as strong as he is here. The farther we go back, the stronger Pennywise actually is. So once we get to modern day Pennywise, he's still strong as shit, obviously, but it's not near where he was like in these moments. If he makes everyone forget about him in the end of the 27 years, how does the tribe still remember? The tribe remembers because if I'm not mistaken, not only do they exist like outside of the actual town of Derry, because I think they go back and forth from outside of Derry to being inside of Derry, and then they also had that fucking the piece that, you know, the piece of the whatever, the star shard, the shard of the asteroid, bro. Hey, let's go, Ricky! Let's go, Ricky! He was killing that shit. And there are two clowns, if you guys don't know. In this show, there have been two clowns the entire season. Like, I don't think we actually saw Pennywise until episode 6. Because the other clown was actually Mrs. Hirsch. Or Mrs. Kersh. Like, it was never Pennywise ever. Ever. Like, that was never Pennywise the clown that we saw. Exactly. Exactly, Abstract. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. No, don't get behind me. Go in and warn him. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No way. Ain't no way they just did that to us, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. What? I can't believe they just did us like that, bruh. Bro, I can't believe they just did us like that, bro. There's not even music playing right now. It's just quiet. It's just quiet. Yo. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That episode was damn near a full hour as well. Like, wow. Bro. Alright, here we go. Here's what to expect next. I think next week we get our flashback, chat. So this is actually going to be about Bob Gray. Oh. I am here.
We go away. Hank Logan.
Oh, I mean, I forgot they're going up against the military dudes, yo. Oh yeah, bro. Brother. Who was that? Okay. Holy. All right. We just got done watching it. Welcome to Derry, episode 6. And wow, what another banger to be down in the books. I love this show so much. It makes me want to consume all of the like content that Stephen King has made. That's what this show really makes me want to do. It makes me want to go watch like all of the shows and movies, read all the books, because Stephen King's universe is one of the most interconnected universes that aren't connected when it comes to all of the movies that actually come out. When actually this show has done the most legwork for blending all of Stephen King's universes together, with the mention of Shawshank and all of this. In a year, mind you, this year we have had 3 Stephen King related projects release. 2 in theaters, one being The Long Walk, the other being Running Man, and then obviously Welcome to Derry. All of these are Stephen King projects, yo, and they have all been critically acclaimed for one reason or another, and it's just really awesome to see that. I want to go watch The Dark Tower. I'm not watching The Shining until it gets the re-release in December. For those of you who like Stephen King and don't know, in December there will be a re-release of The Shining in theaters. So yeah, yo, I'm so pumped, bro. I'm so pumped to watch everything, because they're clearly giving you everything you need to know. I mean, even in the last episode of episode 5, if I'm not mistaken, Will starts talking about how we go. Hello? Testing 1 2 3. Are we back? I think we back, chat. I don't know what the hell just happened, but we back. Let's get it. I don't even know what the last thing I said was before Pennywise came through trying to, destroy everything. What's the last thing I said? Damn it. What's the last thing y'all heard me say? The show is doing such a good job of really contextualizing the lore and answering the questions that I didn't even have some of these questions. Like early on, I kind of just wrote off what's the other clown's name, chat? I saw someone just say it a second ago. Periwinkle. Right? So I've always had my thought, like when we first saw Periwinkle in the show, I just thought that it was Pennywise taking on a different form of himself, because obviously that's what Pennywise is known to do, is take on different forms of what he looks like, to basically finesse everybody around him and just kind of get into people's brains. So that's really what I thought was going on. But it was something completely different, to be completely honest with you. It was not that at all. They were literally showing us from the jump that it was someone else that was watching them, even down to when Will was looking in his telescope and he saw Periwinkle. He did not see Pennywise. He saw Periwinkle. So I don't know I don't know how long Periwinkle has been helping Pennywise, but she's definitely going. She has her own goals. She is looking for her father. And we do not understand exactly what's happened with Pennywise and Bob Gray. If you've read the books, please keep that lore out of it, because we don't want. We try to keep the book stuff separate from the show stuff, just because us here that are watching the show, we're all experiencing it for the first time that are only watching the show. So try not to put any too much book lore into your thought process of the things going on here. If you can, please try to keep those things separate. But I really do think that from what we've seen so far, the show has done every single thing that it needs to do to keep us like charging forward. I do believe we only have 2 more episodes left in it, Welcome to Derry, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that we are about to hit every mark that we need to as we come to this finale. Next week, we're gonna just everything in this show is just gonna keep getting better and better until we finally, finish it. And then we're on to season 2, which I think is gonna probably be even better, because we're gonna get even more context with all the other stuff that was going on in the life. Like, I'm ready, bruv. I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. So we'll just have to see how this goes and kind of what happens. And I'm down for it. I am not opposed to the daughter stuff that happened either. I think the daughter stuff was seeded into the show perfectly. Where the daughter at one point really was a red herring, to where I thought Mrs. Kersh was crazy at first, kinda, but not crazy. And then I was like, oh, she is completely on Lily's side. We need to trust her. Like, she is our neutral point of the show, essentially. Like, she's one of the only adults that these kids can trust. But when you continue to watch the show and you start figuring out, wait a minute, all these other adults are actually neck deep into this Pennywise stuff, and they also are believing the children basically immediately. None of these kids were written off, other than Lily. Like, everyone's parents has believed them, that has said something about something, and all the other parents, all the military dudes know the stuff that's going on. Like, people are believing these things that's happening. So once I started seeing that, I was like, well, that does kind of make it a little more interesting about Mrs. Kersh and what she has going on. And then it's like, maybe she isn't trustworthy at all, actually. But I just did not expect it to get to this point, to where it's like, no, she is the daughter. When we had that flashback from the point of view of Dick, when he was like looking into Pennywise's mind, I guess, and he didn't know it, and he saw the little clown girl with the hair and the things, right? All of that, I in my head, I was just like, this is just Pennywise's origin story. But I mean, I was correct, but also it was still connected to what is going on currently in this show. I have to say this. I do believe that It Welcome to Derry has kind of been a master class when it comes to these shows and weaving narratives together for one giant climax at the end. No Diddy. No Diddy, no giggity. You know what I mean? Like, for real, though. If you really think about everything that has been introduced to us from the first episode to where we are now, they have given us every single puzzle piece to even put this thing together on our own. Some of you may have, whether it's because you've read the books or you're just really, into solving these type of mysteries in these shows, or you may be like me, to where you're just completely almost blindsided by how good everything is going as well. Because I did not expect the daughter, I did not expect Mrs. Kersh to be this other clown that we've clearly seen in the show. That's also, like, I just did not expect that at all. And I love it. I love it. I can see, I've already seen a couple of comments from you guys to where you are a little confused about what's going on with Periwinkle and why we saw that black and white flashback and what was even going on with the little girl there, please drop all of your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to get to those questions as soon as I can. But let me know all of your thoughts, all your theories, all your questions and opinions for It Welcome to Derry episode 6. We got 2 episodes left and we are chugging forward. I am so ready. Let's get it cracking. All right, chat. Let's see. No, I think that's it. I think we're good. Yeah. What an episode, man. What an episode. All right, let's see. I'm gonna scroll up to some chats. Let's see. Damn, Mom's hating. Yo, Mom's was hating, but she also came through. W Mom's, actually, I really didn't expect for what is her name? What is Leroy's wife? Leroy's wife, Will's mom. Her name is I can't think of what her name is. Please chat, help me out with what her name is. But I really like her character, even though she is very, I don't want to say brash by any means, but you know, she is very in your face. I guess brash would be a solid word to use. But, you know, I really like how her character is. I love the way she ended up helping out so much. Like that's even the thing that I mean, right? When it comes to these characters. When we're introduced to her as the mom, as being like this, I guess you could say overbearing mom a little bit. She's even kind of going out into the street and going off on the kids. Like, what are you doing? And all of this. And like, on one hand, you can see that Will is embarrassed because this is his mom doing all of this. And then you see Leroy is embarrassed because this is his wife. And he's just trying to float under the radar. And it's hard enough because we're blind. You know what I mean? All of that stuff is going on. But then she just is very persistent. And when you think about it from that perspective, outside of all the supernatural things that are going on, she is completely correct, right? Like, everything that was happening with, bro, there's so many characters in this show, but everything that was happening with Hank was completely out of pocket. Like, he did get wronged. He was getting freaking blamed for all this other stuff that was going on. The cops were in the wrong, so much in the wrong, in fact, that bro even lost his job because he just wasn't capable of doing the things that needed to be done correctly. I mean, bro, there's just thing after thing that was going on, and she actually comes through and she helps him out, and she does this, and then she hides him in the shack place, which maybe wasn't the best idea, as we're probably going to find out next. But even that is just like the smallest thread that ends up becoming this huge plot device now. And none of the things that are going to be happening right now, none of the things that are going to be taking place next would even be able to happen without her. All the way down to Mrs. Kersh is the one that reached out to her to help dude to get there so she can even set the thing up for right now, so the whole place can get burned down, so all that fear can go up, and then Pennywise can just feast. And like, bro, it's crazy. And what's the word that they called it? The argonary? Argonary? I can't remember what the indigenous people called what's about to pop up, but it's like an obligatory or an arguary, the augatory, something like that, to where it's the basically the peak of the evil bubble that is Pennywise popping, right? All of that is fire. Let's see. Did we know how he's become the clown? It does seem like we're going to be going into that next week. Abdo. It does seem like we're going to be going into that next week, Abdo, and I'm juiced about that. Justin said, gotta read the books? Yeah, I'm planning on reading the books. My mother-in-law actually has the Stephen King It book. She had showed it to me when we were over there for Thanksgiving. I might have to jump into that. Bob Gray really was a person then. Yeah, he is the real person. Didn't his daughter just witness Pennywise slaughtering that little girl? Yes. She witnessed Pennywise slaughtering the little girl, but then her daddy came up as well and was like, hey, And what I am guessing is that he sold her some type of story. And then, as I was saying before, you have to also recall what happened in It Chapter 2 with the dude that escaped Marie Green, whatever the place is called. And then he ended up going on trying to kill everybody and was tripping because he was working with Pennywise, right? I think it's kind of the same thing going on with Mrs. Kersh, aka Periwinkle. It's just that she's being finessed super to the max, because her dad is actually who not gave birth, but her dad is the inspiration behind everything that it is doing. Yo, sorry that you missed everything, Abstract. Sorry about that, my brother. If it wasn't for that turtle, Big P would slime all of the kids. Hey, Justin, I guess we know what team you on, huh, bruh? I guess we know what team you on, bruh. Yo, and that's crazy. That's a crazy sentence as well. I feel the Sinners vibes. It did have a Sinners vibe. It was like Sinners, but the I guess not the worst case scenario, because in Sinners, a lot of people died in that as well. But you know what I mean. Ended on silence. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful ending. Not only did it end on silence, but then it also went into the credits with nothing but silence there too. Like across the board, that was a really good way to end that episode. To really just keep your full attention into it. I noticed The Shining is all connected and Mary Poppins and Pennywise are the same species. Actually, to talk about this for a second, when you really look at it, I recently also watched Coraline with the other mother for the first time. And yeah, I would say that Mary Poppins, the other mother, Pennywise, and from a lot of the stuff that I have actually seen in this season of Stranger Things, maybe even Vecna and all of those other entities that are in the Upside Down. I feel like a lot of those have a very, very, very similar vibe to them. Like, as you, like, watch it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I just found out in the first movie a girl died in April of 1960. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I can see how some stuff could be confusing. Yo, what's up with it, Jasmine? Pennywise taking over YouTube videos. Yeah, for real. What were your thoughts on the daughter, Periwinkle? I like Periwinkle. I do. I think that was, like I was saying, I think it was a good red herring to Pennywise and to finesse a lot of the audience into thinking that was just Pennywise taking a different form. Which I know a lot of people thought, including myself, obviously. But I think the lore, I think the setup and the build up to the daughter being Periwinkle and really finding out that this has been there has been a real person doing creepy shit, and there's also been this supernatural entity doing creepy shit in tandem with each other. So you don't really know where one thing ends and where the other thing begins, and I really like that. And I think it's all woven together to make this thread of a story that it's just coming back around, and I love circular storytelling, and that's where I feel like when we end this season on episode 8, we are going to be like in a really good headspace of just understanding what's going on in the entirety of this universe. For real. Penny keeps looking confused that he has a daughter. Well, Pennywise doesn't have a daughter, technically. It's like more his surrogate daughter, you know? Like, think of it as Pennywise is just taking the form of her father, but I think he may have lied to her and told her that he is Bob Gray, but he kind of sold his soul to the devil or something crazy like that, you know? I think that he has given some crazy bullshit like that. I don't want Rich to die. Yo, JP, that's a good point, JP. I don't want Rich to die either. And I didn't even think about our boy Rich dying. And he just had this huge breakout moment in this episode, and he's like coming to fruition with himself. And oh man, yeah, he actually is. He's probably on the chopping block, to be completely honest. And Is Rich the only kid that we haven't seen be haunted yet? Rich hasn't had an encounter with Pennywise, has he? Like outside of the ghost attack when they all got haunted? Like he hasn't had a one-on-one moment, right? Because Will had his one-on-one moment, and then Marge just had her eyes do the thing. Obviously, Lily has. I can't think of the other little girl's name. Oh shit. Oh shit. Rich hasn't had a moment yet. Oh my goodness, he's gonna die. Oh damn it, Rich is gonna die. I think Rich won't make it in the next episode. I might have to agree with you, Beast Talk. Kind of crazy name, but we're rocking. I think in the ending of Welcome to Derry, Will leave Derry. I don't think so, because isn't Will's lineage the kid from the other movie who then grows up to be the main one that kind of stops everything? Oh, maybe wait, no, maybe he did move to town. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Silence and drunk children. That's funny. Yo, thanks for the lurk still, Feta. Ending of Welcome to Derry needs to have a big fight, but what would stop the 27-year cycle? Well, I mean, in Welcome to Derry is going to end with our titular characters losing. Like, they lose. They lose the big time. They big at the time of the lose. I think we're going to get... I wouldn't be mad if we get these seasons of It, Welcome to Derry, and we start getting, like, more movies after at some point. Even though I know it technically died at the end of, the second one. But still, it's like... I think we could really lock in. Do we believe Rich is Richie's father or Marge named her child after Rich? Oh, those things are possible. Maybe Will be one of the ones who finishes off Pennywise. Maybe a chapter 3. Maybe they can have Pennywise come back, but a different form. I wouldn't be mad at them doing something like that. Yo, welcome to the Super Fam Kokoshibo. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day today. Shout out to you. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, I would love for It Chapter 3. I would love to continue with this universe. I mean, I think Stephen King's universe is crazy, period. And it needs its own cinematic universe for real, for real. It really does. Like, it needs its own cinematic universe where all these things are connected and you can do all these things and go all these places. Like, for real. It really does. It needs it. What's the other show that I just finished watching? Oh my gosh. And it was also in Stephen King. It was a Stephen King based show. And that shit was so good. I can't remember what it was called, but it was so good, bruh. It's like a virus breaks out and across the world. It kills like 7 billion people. Only a small handful of people are alive. They all start getting visions from Whoopi Goldberg. Like, it was an awesome movie, bro. It was awesome. And I'm pretty sure Whoopi Goldberg's character has The Shining in that as well. So yeah, bro, we need more of that. In chapter 3 to complete the trilogy, but what would season 2 be about? Each season of Welcome to Derry is going to go into the past. So this season of It Welcome to Derry is 27 years in the past from It Chapter 1. And then the second season will be 27 years in the past from this moment of the show where we started. And then the next one will be 27 years in the past, and so on and so forth. And each season will be just giving more context and more understanding to the It creature. So as we get more seasons, we're going to be going back in time, and It will be getting more powerful in a way because we'll be kind of seeing how the creature came to be. You know what I mean? So the way to really think about everything with It is with the movies, It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. And then if they ever did an It Chapter 3 in the future, if Pennywise, really doesn't get defeated and all that good stuff, that is the equivalent of the original trilogy for Star Wars. And then the show is the equivalent of the prequel trilogy because it's going back. But instead of the seasons being 1, 2, 3, it's like 3, 2, 1 essentially, if that makes sense, right? So when we get to season 3, we'll actually be like at the beginning of where the story is. Maybe. I am doing some kind of, I'm filling in some gaps with hopeful enthusiasm. The Stand. Yes. Thank you so much, Carlissa. Yes. You are correct. That is what it's called, The Stand. And that shit was great. I loved The Stand. I love all of the Stephen King's movies that I've watched. Movies and shows. Because I watched a couple of shows. There's another show that I watched from Stephen King that I can't think of the name of right now either. The Outsider. Banger. The Outsider. Banger. The Stand. Banger. Like, these movies are absolutely insanity. Like, the shows are just so good, and they're so balls to the wall, insane as well. And you gotta yeah, bro, everything was fire. I loved it. That shit was so good, bro. That shit was so good. Are you scared of Pennywise? Nah. Nah. Oh, and the entity from Smile. I feel like the entity from Smile is also one of those things, like Pennywise is. So the Smile entity, these are all of the things that I think are entities like Pennywise. Okay, obviously we got Pennywise at the top. Mary Poppins is one that a lot of people have been talking about in the chat as well. I also think that the other mother from Coraline is possibly one of these entities as well, but does not feed off of fear, but instead feeds off of happiness, joy, and smiles. And then I also do feel like Vecna, low key, after what I've been seeing from him in this new season of Stranger Things, I am getting a vibe that Vecna might be one of these kind of entities too. And you can put the Mist shit too along with that. I can't think of what it's called right now. The Mind Flayer. You can put the Mind Flayer in there somewhere as well if you want, but we'll say like Vecna, Mind Flayer, those both things kind of look like they feed off of fear from not like I guess you can kind of say children, especially because he kidnaps a bus full of sorry. I don't want to give Stranger Things 5 season spoilers yet. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. It's hella good. And then the last one that I think I would put on that list is also the Smile entity thing. I think all of those things are like in the same family, and they would like sit at a dinner table and maybe eat some food together, If they announce a chapter 3 after season 1, I think that would actually be genius. I'm not gonna lie. I'm down for that. That would be amazing. I think that actually might be a banger. Maybe in chapter 3, the losers clubs are old people. No, you got to do it to where in chapter 3, now everyone in the town knows what it is about. You know what I mean? All like the losers club know, and then you also have the tribe that knows the stuff as well, and they all working together to try to stop the entity. Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, Pennywise is strong as shit, and bro's actually nerfed. Isn't that wild to think about? Like, Pennywise, as we know him, is always nerfed, because he has that barrier around him. That he, you know what I mean? That barrier is around him right now. So he's never been able to go outside of outside of that shit. He's never been able to really do all those other things. You know what I mean? So he hasn't been able to really feed. He's basically just keeping everyone in Derry alive so he can feast. And that is also very wild to think about. The Losers Club tell everyone in Derry that Pennywise is real and it leads to a mob going into the tunnels. Hey, bro, I mean, they went into the tunnels with armed military, armed soldiers, basically, and that shit didn't even work, bro. I don't know what could help them out at that point. Oh. I love it. It's freaking awesome. Yo, what's up with the secret? I'm a huge fan of. I think you're saying you're a huge fan of it. I'm a huge fan of it too. Show's a banger so far. I've really enjoyed this show. They've done an amazing job. Every episode. I have no idea what's up. I have no idea what's gonna happen next. I really don't. But with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me on today's episode of our watch party and review of It Welcome to Derry episode 6. It's been a banger. It really has. I really appreciate you guys. What a way to end the month, man. Like, what a way to end the month. Next month, we got a whole... December is jam-packed, if I'm not mistaken. Not only do we have Stranger Things Volume 2 releasing on Christmas Day. That's kind of the end of our December. We also have Avatar, not the Way of Water, Fire and Ash. That's going to be releasing. And we're going to have the Avengers Doomsday trailer ahead of that movie. So we're definitely going to be up in there for that. You already know, Ski. We already know, Ski. We got to be in there for that. We also have Wonder Man releasing in December. That's going to be another banger in the list, if I do say so myself. From what we've heard internally from Marvel, Wonder Man is like one of the best shows that they've like put together. So that has me really hyped. We're also getting Five Nights at Freddy's 2 this week. So make sure you guys go and check that out. The SpongeBob movie is also releasing this month. I think there's a new Anaconda that's releasing in this month. And then we also have The Shining re-release in theaters this month as well. So like I was saying, this is going to be a banger. Welcome to Derry. We got 2 more episodes, and I cannot wait to check them out with all of you. I hope each of you have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. And I'll see you on the next one. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent Superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update,
On today's pop culture news update.